So, good evening, guys. You're welcome to the channel this evening. My name is John, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Apple Watch Series 3 reset issue. Many of you that have, or if you are watching this video, you probably have gone online to search for possible things that you could do to fix the Apple Watch Series 3. Many of our readers have not been able to fix the Apple Watch Series 3 when it enters a reboot loop, and we thought we should make a video that can help you guys to fix these issues super easily. I feel there are a few things you could consider whenever you have a situation where your Apple Watch Series 3 enters a reboot loop. And in this guide that we created, we're able to come up with a note of around 3 or 4 things that you should give attention to. Generally, what we recommend when you experience these issues of rebooting loop with the Apple Watch Series 3 is to contact Apple support. Using the Apple support app, you should be able to reach them, complain to them about it, and they will generally request for the IMEI number. They will request for the name on the account. They will also request for the Apple ID, just to be sure that you are the owner of the Apple Watch. And generally, when you give them these information, they should be able to fix your Apple Watch Series 3 super easily. They should be able to help you do a reset of the device. But if you still have not been able to reach out to them, because we've had situations where users complain that when they reach out to Apple support, the Apple Watch Series 3 has run out of warranty support. So what happens is they are being charged to repair these devices for them. Some are being charged as high as $200 to have these devices fixed, and that's a lot, especially when you consider the fact that the Apple Watch Series 3 is a pretty older Apple Watch, and a lot of people might not be inclined to spend that much money on having it fixed. I think another thing you could consider is doing a factory reset on your Apple Watch Series 3. You could do a factory reset. One thing you could do is by turning off the Apple Watch Series 3. You connect the Apple Watch Series 3 to a charger, and then you ensure that it's it stays connected with the charger until you are done with the factory reset. Now, after connecting it to the charger, then you just have to press and hold the digital crown for some time. A prompt will show up on the screen, which is a prompt to erase all content and reset. When you select this prompt, basically what happens is it erases the content on the Apple Watch, it resets it, and then after it finishes reset, or after it completes the reset, you'll be required to repair the device with your mobile, with your iPhone or your iPad. As soon as you do that, you should be fine. Generally, we recommend that when you are done, the device requires that you should restore backup. You should restore from backup. So generally, we don't recommend that. After you finish resetting your iPhone or your Apple Watch Series 3 using this method, we don't recommend that you restore from backup because it generally results in other issues. So just leave it like that. Just enjoy your Apple Watch Series 3. And we also noticed that, and this is a general note that we give to our customers or our readers, is the fact that when you are trying to do this, when you're having these issues on your Apple Watch, you should check the OS version of it. If you are using the Apple Watch OS 6, for example, then that might be the issue. That might be the reason why you are unable to do a reset. The OS 6 is from 2019, which is a million years away in the tech, when you consider the fact that how fast technology moves. So what we generally recommend is that you get a device that is more up to date, like a newer iPhone, like the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and then an Apple Watch app, and then you'd have to upgrade the Apple Watch Series 3 to something like an OS 8. The OS 6 doesn't work fine with newer devices, so if you're using it with older devices, then that probably might be the reason. If you can't connect it with the Apple Watch app also. So in order to connect with the Apple Watch app and then more updated iPhones and iPads, then you really might need to upgrade the OS version of the Apple Watch to the OS 8. As soon as you do that, you should generally have no issues. Now that is the OS version of the Apple Watch. Sometimes also, we also think that the OS version of the iPhone or the iPad that is being used could be an issue. So if you are using an iPhone 5, for example, you might find it really hard to continue to do a reset of your Apple Watch Series 3. So we've had situations where we updated our iOS on our mobile device, on our iPhone, to iOS 16.1, and as soon as we are done with the upgrade, every single thing on the Apple Watch started to work fine. We're able to do the reset, we're able to do the upgrade, and it fixed many of those issues. Our thinking is in the iOS 16.1, Generally, Apple fixed some of those issues with a redirect loop, and that has been the reason why it's working. Now, older iPhones can't get newer iOS updates, so that probably explains why you are not able to reset your Apple Watch Series 3 with an older iPhone. As soon as you upgrade your iPhone or the OS of your iPhone, you should be able to have it done on time. And generally, the last thing we recommend is, how long have you been using your Apple Watch Series 3? And the Apple Watch Series 3 is a pretty old Apple Watch. I mean, if you consider that there are older, newer versions of the Apple Watch series now. So, is it worth spending so much money on having it reset, having it repaired? Do you think you could, basically just add a few dollars to it and then have it upgraded to something newer? If you're able to do that, generally we recommend just upgrade it to a newer Apple Watch, and you should be able to enjoy your Apple Watch without issues. If you are looking to sell your Apple Watch, for example, then you can always reach out to us at techpeak.com, shoot us an email. We'll take a look at your Apple Watch. We are also willing to consider what it will cost, pay you the equivalent, and you get the funds, and then you probably might use it to get a newer and more up-to-date Apple Watch. And thank you very much for being here today. We are glad to have you on the video. This is our first real video on this channel, and we're really hoping to share a lot more interesting tips on things that you could, how tips to fix your devices, whenever it develops any kind of issues. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you once again. Bye.